Let's try out this Garnier sunscreen that I got at the Canadian drugstore. I have to leave in 8 minutes or I'm not going to make my appointment. Surprise, surprise. I'm gonna start out with that amount. I just have Buffet Serum from The Ordinary and the Evidence Skincare Repairing Serum on. That's all I have. But the reason I want to try this out and test this out right now, this sunscreen, is because I'm going to the drugstore, and if I don't like this, I'm gonna return it. It's a little shiny. I'm not even looking at you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm in a rush. I'm kind of frantic right now. All right, so that was that amount. Now we're gonna go in on the forehead. It's definitely a little bit of a shine, but again, we just applied it, so it may dry down. And also, typically when I do apply any sunscreen, they have a little bit of a shine to them. As long as it's not overly disgusting and greasy, then I don't mind. This smells like La Roche-Posay sunscreen, 100%. That's exactly what I'm smelling. Because it is a chemical sunscreen, there is no white cast associated with it, so that's why you're not seeing any white cast. But I just kind of wanted to go over the finish because we know the ingredients are great. Fragrance-free, colorant-free, SPF of 60, and it's got those great UVA filters that are not available in the United States. All right, hold on. It's drying down a little bit. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. It smooths a little bit around the pores. I'd say it's a teeny tiny bit shinier than I would prefer, but it's really not bad. I'm gonna pop a little bit extra around my eye area right here and just make sure that that area is covered because my eyes are delicate and sensitive. Plus, I want to be able to come back onto this vlog and let you guys know if it ran into my eyes, if it made me cry, if it burned and stinged. Let's see, it doesn't mention being water resistant at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's not water resistant, so it may run into the eyes. I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. My hair is so crazy. This is the little wooden comb that they gave me at the hotel. It's not really doing me any favors. I'll check in a little bit. All right, you guys, I just got back from the gym. I just showered and I didn't wash my face because I already washed my face this morning. And my face wasn't really that sweaty, honestly. They had the AC cranking. But let's go in with our second layer of this sunscreen here. So what have I been up to today? I walked to the pharmacy. I had to get a COVID test. It's mandatory to fly. Changed my flight to leave tomorrow afternoon instead of tomorrow morning. And it was like $200 to change the flight. That's literally crazy considering sometimes you can literally find trips round trip for $200. My flight was like $350, so now it's almost $600. It is what it is, right? Things come up. So anyways, I got my COVID test. It was negative. I was back at that pharmacy and I was just looking at the sunscreens again because you actually had to wait for your COVID test. They don't email it to you. So I did have to wait about 20 minutes for that test result to like print back and get the piece of paper. So of course I just checked out the sunscreen. I ended up picking up another one. Now the other one that I picked up is also from Garnier. That seems to be the best brand that has the Mexerol going on up here in Canada. Mexerol, I'll put it right here on the screen. Mexerol is a UVA sunscreen ingredient patented and developed by L'Oreal. Now Garnier is owned by L'Oreal as well as La Roche-Posay, CeraVe. They own many other brands. Yeah, they also own Vichy, I'm pretty sure. They also did have this face sunscreen ultra light hydrating cream, and it's an SPF of 60 also, but the sunscreen ingredients do differ in this product. So this one actually does have a little bit of titanium dioxide in it. It has Mexerol XL, and also Mexerol SX, which this one does too, but this one only has 0.5% SX, whereas this one has or has 3% SX. It's a little bit difference there. This also does have titanium dioxide 4.15%. So I thought that was interesting as well, because in the US, you cannot mix avobenzone with zinc or titanium dioxide. You can't buy a product that does that. So for a long time, I always thought to myself, maybe I shouldn't be mixing those. If you can't buy it together, maybe there's a reason for that. Like maybe I shouldn't be mixing them together on my own. Well, turns out you can. It's just not in the US sold. So this one has that. It has all of those in there. Now this is also a fragrance-free. It says it's non-greasy, non-comedogenic, has antioxidants. It's more marketed towards the face. This one is a little bit of a smaller tube, not crazy, but definitely a little bit smaller. And so I did, once again, swatch this in the store. Didn't have a white cast and it blended out pretty good. So I figured I was just gonna go ahead and get it. So stay tuned, I'll video this in a different video, but whoa. We're just gonna focus on this. So anyways, that just reapplied nice. This is definitely a little bit of a shinier sunscreen, but considering this doesn't say specifically for the face or the body, it just is a sunscreen, and it is a little bit of a bigger product. I'm hoping that the specific face SPF 60 will maybe be a little bit more cosmetically elegant. It's not overly greasy, but as you can definitely see, there's a glow going on. In the T-zone, I would prefer not to have that glow going on, but I love it on the rest of my skin. I think it would wear absolutely beautiful under makeup. We'll test that out today, later today. It's slightly bunching up in the facial hair area, which is why I wanted to pick up the face specific one. So we'll see how that is, but it's still a good product. Not mad that I picked it up. Not planning on going and returning it or anything like that. So, all right, hey y'all, I just wanted to come on and say that it worked out just fine over makeup. Has not burned or sting around my eyes, even though I went to the gym and have been outside, though I have not really been sweating. So if you are dripping sweat, maybe it would run into your eyes and burn. Again, it's not water resistant, so do know that. I don't really have anything else to report besides that I do like it. And now that I've put makeup on and powdered my T-zone, I think it looks great. I still have a little glow coming through where my skin is usually dry. It doesn't really look that bad in the facial hair. It actually looks pretty good. It looks really good on camera actually right now. And I really like it actually. So I'm excited. I'm glad that I bought 2 of them. Now I have 4 Canadian sunscreens. Gosh, that's definitely overboard, but not bad. So I do want to also let you know that this sunscreen, again, the Garnier SPF of 60, the red tube here was a $12.99 Canadian, which is about, I think, $10 US. That is a pretty good price, honestly. I don't think you can really beat that. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you are Canadian, which I do have some Canadian subscribers, have you used this, or are you gonna use it after you hear me rave about it? This is awesome! Anyways, y'all, I will see you in my next video. Hopefully you are enjoying these type of vlog videos, and I'll catch you later. Bye.